What's good people, and welcome back to the channel here on KRUBOY Productions. My name is BK, and this is the Silly, Nerdy, and Wordy podcast, episode number 72. Jurassic World Rebirth spoilers. And in this episode, I will be telling you my thoughts about and covering this new Jurassic World Rebirth film and some nerdy notes of relevant things that have recently happened in the world of film. What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody is doing well as we are moving along in this summer. All right, this film was pretty entertaining, but before I get to that, let's just get right into the nerdy notes. And this nerdy note segment is something I mentioned before that I did on my audio only podcast when it was audio only. The first nerdy note I want to get into is in regards to this movie. As many people know, there are now about 30 minutes of trailers and commercials, and the very last commercial is the Nicole Kidman AMC spot. Once we see that, then the movie starts. However, this time there was a trailer. I was like, oh. And then I realized it was the Odyssey trailer, this movie that is coming out from Christopher Nolan, the director, set to be released in 2026. And there's been tweets and things coming out that saying that the trailer is going to be released soon. So pretty cool that the trailer I was able to see the trailer for the first time in a theater, and the teaser looks really good. Got me really excited. Got a chance to see John Berthal's character and Tom Holland's character. Just in the little bit I've seen, it just looked really good. I can see that the writing is going to be good, and it was just a short snippet of it. It looks epic. I'm very excited to see it. Of course, it will be releasing July of 2026. Christopher Nolan is the director. Ludwig is going to be composing. The cast is very, very stacked. So I'm super excited to see it. So it was just a nice surprise to see it. It's been a long time since I have seen a trailer in the movie theater for the first time in the movie theater. Of course, now in this day and age, you don't see a movie trailer for a film in the theater for the first time. We all see it online. There are a few exceptions, but that was just pretty cool that Christopher Nolan and the team just took that approach to show the trailer, the teaser in theaters first. And of course, it will eventually become available online if it isn't already. So pretty cool to see that. And then the other thing I want to move to is the news about Denis Villeneuve. He is going to be the new director of the next James Bond film. So that is pretty exciting. Of course, if you don't know who he is, Denis Villeneuve is the director of all three of the Dune movies that have come out recently, or two of them, including the third one that will be coming out next year in 2026, Dune Messiah. He's also done Blade 2049. He did the first Sicario movie, and he did, that was in 2018, and he did Arrival in 2015. So it's very exciting that he's going to be directing the next James Bond film, and he's actually a big James Bond film. He loves the franchise, so it's good that you get someone that is a really good director and he has a love for the IP. So it is in good hands. Very exciting. And so that is the nerdy notes. Now let's move on to this spoiler discussion, spoiler review of the Jurassic World Rebirth. And of course, you see in the thumbnail, I have a prop, and which is this right here. As I went into the theater and they scanned my AMC app, they gave us this freebie. And so that's how I have it. So pretty cool that they gave us this. So I thought I would show this in my review. That is where I got it from. But this film is directed by Gareth Edwards. And let's see, Gareth Edwards, his previous projects, he's done Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Really great. That was in 2016. He also directed The Creator. That was in 2023. And Godzilla in 2014 per IMDb. So now let's get to the cast. And of course, the cast includes Scarlett Johansson, Mahershala Ali, Jonathan Bailey. And of course, Jonathan Bailey is in this movie, but he is also going to be in Wicked for Good part 2 later on this year in November. He plays the character of Prince Fiero. So double duty for him this year in Jurassic World and A Wicked Part 2. Cool thing there. It also stars Rupert Friend. You may have known him if you ever watched the Showtime show years ago, Homeland. He was in the early seasons of that show. A great show that I enjoyed. And then Manuel Garcia Ruffalo is in this as well. You may know him if you watched the show Lincoln Lawyer. He is the character of the Lincoln Lawyer in that Netflix show, and I'm just starting to get into it, really enjoying it. And also Adriana Miranda. This Jurassic World franchise, was not really a big fan of it back in the original the mid-90s and early 2000s. However, I did decide to watch the Jurassic World films, the two that came out in 2015 and 2018 with Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. I enjoyed those films. They were pretty okay. And so I thought I would give this one a shot. It was a nice cast. And for me, this film was pretty entertaining. I enjoyed it. And then also John Williams, the great composer, he's done many, many things, including he was the composer on the original Jurassic Park films. And he is the one behind that Jurassic World theme. And you hear his theme in this film throughout. And it was a nice piano arrangement of this theme as well. And the story was pretty solid. There are so many ways you can tell a story with dinosaurs in it. So the way they did this one was an interesting and unique way to have this story continue, or making movies with dinosaurs, in terms of them pretty much this billionaire wealthy guy wanting to go to the island of the original dinosaurs that were not too dangerous to bring to the park, and they needed to get fluid from these 3 particular type of dinosaurs to solve a heart condition and solve some health problems potentially, and make money from it. And so that is the gist of the story, and they go to that island with this character. So I thought the story was pretty solid. I did like the chemistry between Scarlett Johansson's character and Mahershala Ali's character in terms of their friendship / co-workers, colleagues. Their chemistry, definitely enjoyed that. And then also there was a bit of a smaller storyline, second group of people, in terms of the initial group that went to the island to get the fluid from the dinosaurs. That included Scarlett Johansson and Mahershala Ali and Jonathan Bailey's character. However, there was another group that was just there initially away from the island, just taking a family vacation before one of their kids goes to college, and they're just on the boat taking this trip, and somehow they run into one of the dinosaurs, and they end up meeting with this group that are on the hunt to get this fluid from these dinosaurs. So, but the way they did both stories and separated them, it definitely worked for me. So I like how they were both separate and then they came together and they were separate. So it was very fluid, done in a very good way, that it wasn't disconjointing or anything like that. So definitely enjoyed it as well. And also the sound in this, in terms of the dinosaurs roaring and the silent moments, I saw it in a Dolby Theater. I definitely enjoyed that. And then the dinosaurs themselves, the special effects, and big shout out to the visual effects team that worked on this. And I'm talking to ILM, and that is Industrial Light Magic. Of course, they worked on the original Jurassic Park films back in the 90s and the 2000s. And of course, if you don't know who ILM is Industrial Light Magic. They are the group behind Star Wars in terms of the visual effects behind Star Wars. George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars, he founded that company along with other people as well. And without that group, Star Wars would not have been what it is today. And of course, this group, ILM, they are behind some of the biggest franchises, visual effects you have seen. I'm pretty sure many people have seen these movies. I'm talking about Star Wars. I'm talking about Marvel, DC, Lord of the Rings, Pirates of the Caribbean, Casper, Jurassic Park, Harry Potter, any big time franchise you can think of, as well as in animation. You have seen their work. They have been involved in the movies, including upcoming movies. They're also going to be doing the visual effects for the Avatar film that's coming out later this year in 2025 in December. They were on the Wicked film for last year, visual effects, and they'll be on this Wicked Part 2 coming in November 2025. And then the new trailer that just dropped, The Running Man, they're working on that too. So they are involved in many of the big time franchises and smaller franchises. So ILM is a big deal, and just they're really great work, and just enjoyed that in terms of in this film and just overall. And I think I'm probably going to do a deep dive or an episode on ILM as well. I think it'd be an interesting thing to talk about. In terms of this film, I enjoyed it. It was entertaining. It was pretty solid. The pacing in this film, pretty good throughout. No slow moments or anything like that. The character development, I did enjoy as well. Of course, it was funny and, I don't know, a little bit sad. 3 of the characters that went to the island eventually got eaten by the dinosaurs. So they lost 3 of their crew. But this was a good, solid, entertaining film. Is this Blu-ray worthy? I've been going back and forth on it. I would say yes. Yes, it is. I definitely want to see how it was made. Particularly, I want to see the ILM stuff and what they did. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. And there were some great cinematography shots as well, like a big wide shot of the one particular dinosaur that's really long and lengthy, and it showed a whole huge field of them. Of course, who knows if they used the volume in this as well, but this was a great film, and the sound, like I said, was great. Especially, there were some nice silent moments as well when they slow things down and just you hear nothing but just very subtle moments. So I definitely enjoyed it. So I thought it was an entertaining film. And of course, this month, July 2025, is a stacked month with Jurassic World coming out this week. And of course, we got DC Superman coming out next week. And then Fantastic Four comes out on July 24th. So big month for movies, these 3 movies. It's interesting to see how they will all do in the box office with them releasing within weeks of each other. Looking forward to seeing how that is going to be done. But I enjoyed the movie. It's pretty solid. Better than what I expected, for sure. And so also, I guess the next few episodes, I'm going to be taking a look at the Old Guard 2, which releases on Netflix today as well. And then the other streaming movie that also releases today, July 2nd, is the Heads of State film starring Idris Elba and John Cena. That also releases today on July 2nd. So I'm going to try to take a look at that and do a review on those as well. So if you like what I'm doing here, leave a like and leave a comment here. Let me know what you thought about this Jurassic World movie. Are you going to go see it? Or maybe you're just focusing in on Superman and Fantastic Four. Let me know your thoughts in the comment. And if you liked something about this film or something that didn't work for you, let me know. Or maybe you're just more excited about Superman or in Fantastic Four. Leave your thoughts in the comments, as well as leaving a review if you're listening or watching this on Spotify. You can definitely follow me there on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and wherever you get your podcasts, because you can listen to this podcast as well. It's available for you to do that, and as well subscribe for more content as we continue to move forward here. So I think that is all I'm going to have for you today in regards to this Jurassic World film and the nerdy notes. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I will be back soon with another episode, and until next time, we will talk soon.